Hey, welcome to Lesson 1. In Lesson 1, we're going to be talking about how are modern Bible translations formed. Have you ever noticed how many different Bibles there are when you go to the bookshelves at the stores? Have you ever wondered why is there so many different translations? What's the differences between them, and can we trust them, and is there one more accurate than the other? Well, we're going to give you a foundational understanding of the New Testament and how it was written, and the discovery of manuscripts that have led us to the proper translation that we currently have in our Bibles today. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the language of the New Testament. The language of the New Testament was discovered to have been Koine Greek in the 19th century. Now, prior to this point in time, there was 500 words within the New Testament that no one really understood where they came from because the Greek language didn't really include them because there was no Greek dictionary at the time. There's two college students, Grenfell and Hunt, who did a discovery in Egypt in the 19th century at a dig site of a trash dump, if you will, and they discovered over 1,800 manuscripts that were conversational letters at that point in time in history, going all the way back to 32 BC, all the way up into 64 AD, 640 AD actually. Now, out of those 1,800 manuscripts, a lot of there were, parchments and papyri of the New Testament. Now, with that discovery, there was a German pastor theologian named Adolf Deismann. And Adolf Deismann studied and researched those manuscripts, and as he was researching them, he started to make some incredible discoveries about the words and the language and the conversational tone of the New Testament. So out of those 500 words, Deismann was able to discover 450 of those words and was able to correlate those to manuscripts. And his discovery led us to the understanding that the New Testament was written in Koine Greek, which is a conversational style attributed to that time period of how they spoke. And so it's a literary form of conversational Greek. Now with this too, we have three major influences behind modern Bible translations. Well, one, we have a continual amount of new transcripts that we can be translating from. We're discovering several every several years actually, and we have been noticing that it's been discovered in many different languages: Latin, Coptic, Syriac, Armenian, Georgian, Gothic, and also in Arabic. Now, with this, the Greek New Testament contains over 138,000 words, and understanding how to interpret these words is critical. Now, as they go to interpret these words, the philosophies of translation, there's two major forms. There's the formal translation, which is a close to a word-for-word, literal, if you will, translation. And then there's the functional. Functional is a generalized thought that provides the meaning and message. So now that you understand that the New Testament was written in Koine Greek, it's conversational, and we understand two of the major philosophies behind translation, we're going to move into another section in the next lesson. You don't want to miss it.